Lawless City is a place known for crime and trouble. It's famous for being a center of bad things in the world. This city has many poor areas where bad actions happen all the time. The city has three powerful leaders, called the Three Monarchs. Each of these leaders controls a part of the city. No one really knows the full history of Lawless City, but it's always been a place of evil. The city draws bad people who want power and money. There was a time when vampires lived in a tower called the Crimson Tower. Later, other powerful leaders came and built their own towers. These leaders each had their own story of how they got their power. Unlike other cities, Lawless City doesn't have normal laws or safety. It's a very dangerous place. Most people in the city are poor, and only the people in the towers live well. Crimes like stealing, hurting others, and other stuff happen every day. When the sun goes down, the city becomes even more dangerous. The main rule in this city is that the strongest survive. Some weak people join strong groups to try to get better lives, but many lose hope. The city is near two big lands, the Midgard Kingdom and the Velgalta Empire. In the city, there are many small houses and dirty streets. But the most noticeable things are three big towers called the White, Black, and Crimson Tower. The people living in Lawless City are very tough. They are like hunters, always looking for their next target. There are many different types of people from different places living in the city. At night, many people go to an area called the Red Light District. Here, women walk around trying to find customers. Many people in this city don't think about the world outside. They just want to have fun for the night. The city has people from many cultures and backgrounds. Not everyone came to this city by choice. Some are slaves. People from outside might see it as a bad place, but some see it as a mix of many cultures. Yukime is the ruler of the White Tower, a place where activities like prostitution and sales take place. He oversees areas related to restaurants, the selling and buying of slave girls, and even selling famous furs. Though Yukime has control, parts of the White Tower's businesses are spread out in the city. There's always a risk due to the constant fights between leaders about who controls what area. In the White Tower, girls dress in revealing outfits to get the attention of visitors. At night, this becomes even more intense. Even though the White Tower might seem safer and better than other parts of Lawless City, it's just an illusion. The place might look good on the outside, but there are dangers hidden inside. The girls working there often have to protect themselves from those who want to harm them. Marie, someone from this place, shared that every night the girls have to deal with enemies, including bad customers or creatures called ghouls. There's a chance for the girls working in the White Tower to earn their freedom and leave the city. Marie managed to do this after being saved during an event called the Red Moon. But leaving isn't easy. To earn freedom, a girl has to make a special deal with Yukime. If someone tries to run away or breaks any rules, they get in big trouble. The better a girl is at her job, the more protection she gets. All these rules and the way the place is run shows that Yukime is a powerful leader in Lawless City. Juggernaut was the powerful leader of the Black Tower. He was known for his huge strength and was called the Tyrant. The Black Tower was a place where many illegal things happened. They sold weapons, chemicals, drugs, and even slaves. The whole place was like a big factory or industry. They also might have worked with energy based on some hints from trailers. Juggernaut ran this place with force and didn't show any kindness. He was also smart when it came to business. People who worked at the Black Tower had to be tough. They handled dangerous things and had to always be on guard. Working there changed them, making them more greedy and proud. This was because of the tower's influence and Juggernaut's strong leadership. Elisabeth, known as the Blood Queen, was the ruler of the Crimson Tower. This tower was a special place where vampires and ghouls lived. A long time ago, vampires were hunted by humans. They were almost gone forever. But on a night with a bright moon, the vampires, led by Elisabeth, fought back. They were so strong that they destroyed 3 whole countries in just 3 days during a special event called the Red Moon. After deciding that she needs to take her own life to pay for her actions, Crimson and other vampires decided to take her body to Lawless Town. There, they built the Crimson Tower, which became the most powerful place in the city. They waited for another red moon to bring Elisabeth back to life. It's not exactly clear what the vampires did in their part of the city, but it seems like they might have had human slaves. They used these slaves as food. They also had a guard called the White Demon, who protected the entrance of their tower. If anyone wanted to enter, they had to defeat this guard. Sometimes, the vampires let out the ghouls to roam around the city. This seemed to be a plan for the next Red Moon. The Crimson Tower was the first big building in Lawless City. It was there even before the other towers. The vampires didn't really want to fight with the other leaders. They just wanted to keep their place safe. Goldo Kanmiki, a skilled individual, was easily caught in this city. This shows the city's strength and how long its people have been trapping outsiders. Most visitors want to leave the city when they first arrive, but over time, they start to forget their desire to leave and become part of the city. Marie was once a worker in the city, but she always wanted to leave. Eventually, she did, showing that it's not impossible to escape. Cult of Diablos. This cult tried to gain power in the city but failed. It shows the city's resistance to outside influence. Sid Kagino noticed a strange smell in the city. He says this smell is familiar to those who've lived in dirty places. Origin and Kingdoms. The city's beginning is a mystery. It might have started with bad people doing illegal things. Nearby kingdoms haven't stopped the city's growth. Some think the kingdoms benefit from the city's goods and information. Cult's interest. The Cult of Diablos doesn't seem to care about Lawless City unless its people cause problems. The city has unique towers that look different in stories and on TV. The White Tower looks like a big Japanese castle. Only women seem to run this place. The Black Tower looks like a factory. The Crimson Tower is like the ancient Tower of Babel but is red. In some stories, this tower is gray. Some say its name might be due to the blood of its victims. Thanks for watching the video. We'll also release a video discussing the characters in Lawless Town in much more detail, so stay tuned.